Now this is one of those meals that looks fancy, but comes together easy. Creamy shrimp tortellini that you can make a dozen ways. But this way right here, this is the best way and it hits every single time. What's up, my people? You pulled up hungry and I kept it warm for you. I hope you were something stretchy. And you're here now. So don't just peek in the kitchen. Pull up a chair. Okay, so let's talk about this cheese for a second. And listen, fresh Parmesan just hits different. And I know this bowl looks like just another bowl, but this thing right here is clutch. Different shredders, snap-on lids, no cheese flying all over the counter, and whatever you don't use, it stays right in here. Fresh, no extra containers. It's one of those little kitchen things you don't think you need until you actually use it, okay? Now your water is boiling, so let's pop the lid and go ahead and drop those cheese tortellinis in. Alright, and let them just fall gently. Don't rush them. They're soft and delicate. They already doing too much, okay? These noodles are the type of noodles you don't need to babysit, but you do need to respect them, okay? Now don't let them get mushy. Give them a stir. Make sure nothing's sticking and let them float and move around. And the fun thing about tortellini pasta, they've been around forever, but somehow they still feel like a grown pasta. You know, like the pasta you start making once you're past the struggle meals, but still want comfort. Now let's go ahead and start seasoning up this shrimp. Only after you already cleaned them and deveined them, okay? Season them up and really massage it in. Don't sprinkle and walk away. Get in there. Shrimp cooks fast, but the flavor still needs a little minute to settle. When they look like this, you already know they're about to be good. Alright, melt that butter down first, nice and slow. Then we're going to drop that shrimp in and don't crowd them. Let them lay flat, get a little color, then move them around. That butter is already doing the heavy lifting, so all you gotta do is just let it work. Once they cook through, pull them back and let them chill for a second. No rush. Now let's start that creamy sauce. And this is where the whole plate comes together. It starts out smooth, let everything melt into each other before you rush it. And this part right here, this is where you breathe a little. Stirring, watching, it thickens, letting the kitchen smell like something worth waiting for. This is that type of sauce that coats the spoon. Not watery, not stiff, just creamy enough to cling to whatever it touches. And this is usually the moment somebody walks in and asks, what you making? Now go ahead and take your time here. Let it bubble. Keep stirring so it doesn't burn at the bottom. Alright? Let it come together naturally. Add in all the seasonings you like, okay? This is why creamy pasta hits different at home. You know, you're standing there in the kitchen, the smells is going, nobody's rushing, and for a second, it's quiet. Just the stove and whatever you got playing in the background. This is that pause where you already know the plate is going to be good. Not restaurant fancy, but not doing too much. Just real and comforting. The kind you don't need to explain to nobody because once they see it, they already understand. And now, that's everything where it needs to be. Also, remember, spinach cooks down, so it may look like it's a lot, but it really ain't. Okay? Put in half of the bag and let it cook down. Let it bubble up like you see here and give it some stirring, okay? Now you see how it's sticking to that spoon? That's how you know it's done right. Okay, so bring those tortellinis back into the pitcher, drop them down in that sauce, and fold them in. You want every single one coated. Creamy, glossy, rich without being heavy. This is the kind of pasta you don't need bread for, but you still want some, right? Just look at that. Now let's start to plate this up. Scoop it on nice and slow so you can really see that sauce, that creaminess. That's the goal right there. And don't forget that fresh Parmesan. Go ahead and hit that with a little fresh Parmesan on top because you need it. Now I put my shrimp on last because my son is allergic to shellfish. So shrimp always waits till the end around here. But honestly, adding it last makes the plate pop even more. You could mix yours right into the sauce if you want, but I kind of like seeing it right on top like this. What do you think? And if you're wondering what I cook with, I got my favorite tools down in the description. The same ones I use right here in my kitchen, so you can vibe with me at home. Thank you for being a part of this. Next time, bring somebody with you. Noodles, sauce, cheese, flavor. The playlist got all of that on lock. Go ahead and dive in.